This is a Full Circle Podcast Show production. Crime.
Let's get it together.
Education.
Let's get it together.
Marriage.
Let's get it together.
Politics.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Poverty.
Let's get it together.
Race.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Full Circle Podcast Show, episode number 70.
I'm glad I missed 69.
You know what?
Y'all nasty.
You don't know nothing about 69.
Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go.
I am Darryl E. McCullough, the same
Darryl.
poet. And as always, I'm joined by the songstress, Carmen L. Miller,
Hey there.
a.k.a. Junk in the Trunk.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Is that our stripper name?
What?
Yeah, he
That's
bumped,
from Mark. That's from Martin. Remember that guy?
He bumped me earlier, and
What's
and
up, Junk
apparently
in the
it has
trunk?
another zip code.
He tripped over it.
I was trying to get by, and she had it toothed out, and she didn't even know. She didn't even feel me.
She didn't have it toothed out. It was just
It was just there.
It was just there. It was just sitting there innocently. Minding his
Mind his
business.
own business.
Well, she know I love her like a sister, but she's a third cousin today.
See there.
Oh.
You see what happens?
Hello.
Oh.
And Erica, the fitness guru, is here.
Hey. And see, she did it back. Yes.
It has
Erica
been,
needs a constant reminder that she's on a group text. She just gets real
yeah,
personal.
it's been so long since we've all been in the same room together.
So I'm just letting you know.
Who starts the group text, Darryl?
When I send out something, and I even said, I hope both of you are having a great day. See you both later today. So that lets you know, oh, Carmen's on here. And you're like, Darryl, hey.
You know, I feel like I'm a fly on the wall with you guys with your
Sending me
personal
all these
conversation.
hip-hop
Carmen's like, excuse
emojis.
me,
I don't
I'm
know
at
none of
work.
that
Excuse
stuff.
me, I'm at rehearsal. Excuse me, ninjas. I'm doing something.
Everything they send me is NSFW.
Well,
Yeah.
but we are joined by our special in-studio guest,
Yes.
stand-up comedian, Toledo's own Erling Queen Cookie, Mac Belcher.
Yes, that's me.
How are you, Queen?
They put that on
Welcome,
the tag.
How are you,
welcome.
Queen Cookie?
Fine.
What you got going on? You got a lot of stuff going on. What you been doing?
Yeah, well, I've been here, there, and everywhere doing the Coochie Chronicles.
Okay.
Wait, Darryl don't know what a coochie
Coochie.
is.
What's
You have to
coochie?
explain
Wait,
that,
what?
right?
Say what now?
He don't know what a
What's
coochie
that?
is. He don't call it that.
I do it probably about once a month or whenever I feel like doing it. I find special guests to be on my show, and we talk about the coochie.
What is a coochie though?
See,
Is
no,
that
you
is
know
that
what?
like
no, we
is
all
that
know.
like punani and
Yeah,
you know-
pussy.
ooh? What did we used to call it? What did we used
Look
to
at our
call
producer
it?
back there.
That was-
He's like,
What did we used to
Gap Goody.
oh, Gap Goody.
Oh,
Red
oh wow.
snapper.
Red Snapper.
Yes.
Wow, I like to kind of get into that show. I think I could.
Apparently.
Yeah, you might have to be my special guest. Would you like to be on the Coochie Chronicle?
Wow.
I like.
I don't
would
know
like that.
if
I would,
he
I
knows
would
his
enjoy
way
that.
around.
Darryl
The-
might not go home. I don't think
the
Darryl can be on the
Chronicles.
coochie
We're gonna
chronicle.
talk about just the coochie.
I've been married for almost 25 years, and I haven't really seen a coochie
See, you
in
know what?
quite some time. But I think I remember.
Do not talk about Karen like that. Darryl, do not laugh,
I
Queen.
think I remember.
So
Okay,
let's
I
get ready. so let's get ready to get into another fun and exciting show from the perspective of a liberal, conservative, and independent state of mind.
That's me.
Today's topic:
What
are
is
you
it?
feeling your
Feeling.
family for the holidays? And as always, we should have some interesting commentary right here in the studio.
Some coochie.
But before we begin, we
Lord.
want to thank everyone for giving us shots out and listening and sharing our episodes with their family and friends. Also for liking our Facebook page and subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel. Don't forget to also check out the Roundtable podcast, and we'll soon have a few other shows on the Full Circle Podcast Network.
And we want to thank Toledo's own Three Kings Clothing. This is an apparel company that supplies quality clothing with a connection to pop culture and current events.
Hey.
I love it. Go on, girl. Give me those sound effects. I love sound bites. Please visit them at www.3kings with the S, clothings with the S also, .com, or find them on Facebook at 3 Kings Clothing and like their page, okay? We have more slots open for sponsors, so if you're interested, please contact us at, and I'll mostly be Darryl, at fullcirclepodcastshow@gmail.com because he's really controlling about everything.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I'm serious. You know I don't give you a lot of credit. You read that. Fantastic. Did you lose weight in your tongue?
I did. Yes, I did.
Stop.
I've been working it.
Lord have mercy.
Doing what?
Lord have mercy.
Please do tell.
Well,
Let's get right
it'll
into
be in
the
the
show.
it's a book now.
See there. Okay, so what's been going on in the world, everybody?
Kids, don't look at this episode. Turn,
No, you know what?
Turn this one off, babe.
This gonna be a hard
Daddy loves
R.
you.
We're gonna give it to hard R
Hard
already. We're gonna talk about what's been going on in the world.
Well, let's talk about last podcast as we always
When
do.
y'all was acting up.
And
I did. I had
well,
to.
no, you know it was a good show.
I had to make
was
up
good.
for it.
Chivalry
good.
is dead, and thoughts can't revive it.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
I mean that was. I loved that episode.
What is a thought?
That whole over
That's
there.
Carmen's doing. You know,
I was
Carmen
trying to
puts
see if
lemon
Darryl
pepper
was-
on the titles.
I'm just saying.
Right.
And well, what I got out of it was that, there are a lot of guys who still have those old-fashioned manners and they still want to be chivalrous per se, but they don't know, where their boundaries are in this age of independent women and feminism and that kind of thing. And I feel like if you are polite, just accept it as what politeness is. And if you are, you out for yours, then go get yours.
But I believe that
Hey.
women have allowed men to not do, to
I
be
hear you.
the gentleman, to not be.
Look,
to
we
do
live in Ohio. I ain't
chivalry.
got time for you to come around and open my door. I'm gonna get in myself. It is cold outside.
I want
Now,
to
can
bring
do that
you.
in the
I want to
spring,
bring you
in the
flowers.
summer,
See, you know
not in
what?
the rain
You
and
know
not in the
what?
cold.
I
I'll get in my
want
door.
to do those
You know what,
nice
though?
things.
No.
I am
I
old-fashioned.
like for my man to do
I
those
do
nice
too.
things.
Well, that's what I'm
an
talking
old-fashioned
about.
girl.
I like my door open. I like all those things. I like him to help me with my coat. I like all those.
I like him to cook my
Queen
dinner.
Cookie, do
and
you
wash
know
my
what that
clothes.
means?
I don't need you to open
In a
no door for
nutshell.
me.
In
Cook
a
me dinner
nutshell.
and wash my clothes.
All that means is you have to keep a man humble. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You have to keep
that
a
why you
man
got them
humble.
glasses?
You show me a haughty man, I'm going to show you an unhappy
Is that why
woman.
you got them glasses
there,
now?
you
'Cause
know
them
what?
glasses are definitely humbling.
Don't do that.
Listen.
See, here we go.
And I'm haughty.
That's
I
why-
am.
That's why I separated
I am
y'all.
haughty.
That's why you're not sitting next to each other.
Them glasses
you,
say humble.
You understand
Listen.
why you all are not sitting next to each other.
I'm telling
That
you, a
little
lot of
and if
people
y'all
look at
keep-
me.
with that button shirt button all the way up.
Now,
A
if y'all
lot
keep
of people look
acting
at me
out,
differently now that I got these glasses. They say I'm more intimidating.
Is that right?
You look intelligent.
And
Well, thank you.
Humbling.
Thank you.
A man that wears glasses looks
You know what?
intelligent.
I like you. There's going to be an opening on this
Her
podcast.
head wrap too
Wow.
tight.
Wow.
There's gonna be an opening. Her head wrap too tight. She got that little knot up there and twisted too tight too many times. Is that what happened, Cookie? No.
See there.
She did a couple
but
extra
again,
turns. Can't
that-
see good.
Our last.
I
that-
did have cataract surgery.
Ooh.
But it
Ooh.
made it better. It made it better.
Yeah.
It made my eyesight better. So
If you all
Well,
haven't had a
I'm
chance,
black.
Darryl looks like a milk dud with glasses.
if you all haven't had a
I've heard
chance
that.
to listen to that episode, go back and check it out.
Go back and
then-
check it out.
Yeah, go back and check it
also
out.
that was our 3-year anniversary.
And who was your
episode.
guest? You had our girl Cheryl on from Glass City Grind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but,
also had
but I like her.
I
She's,
like her.
She's
we
very.
also had Dr. Sills on.
She's very.
And she was
Watch
pretty.
yourself now, brother.
Dr. Sills is pretty
I like
awesome
her. She
too.
got a little
Yeah,
little
she got
swag.
that little.
Yeah,
that
she got.
little-
She's from Lima.
I don't know what that
what
means.
makes it? I don't know what.
Yeah,
that
when
means.
that Lima people from
Now-
Lima
now-
got swagger, man.
Now Eric's sister was on as well, and she's
she got swagger.
she's in psychiatric medicine, so we've needed her for Darryl.
Oh, I'm sure.
We did.
Wow, and I got something I want to share. I got a letter from a listener
Is that right?
of the show, an actual letter.
Oh wow.
And font 22. Go ahead.
I'm just telling you, they sent it, and
made
once
it
you
bigger.
see their name, you'll probably realize why it was so big.
Oh wow.
It says, "Dear Full Circle Podcast, great show. Love Carmen and Erica is okay."
Don't do that. No, that's not
It
right.
says they are some real bad mama jammas. I like Darryl too. My wife loves him. She said to tell him, love the bald head, shorty swing my way.
Oh wow.
That's what it says here.
Was it written in the 90s?
Oh, maybe it could be.
Now they just said I was okay and you're good and you supposed to
No,
come.
but Shorty Swing My Way, that's a
I
reference.
thought so when I saw Bad Mama Jamma. That's
I like that though.
Carl Weather.
Thank you kindly.
Yep. There it is. Now, it says here, I do have a few complaints, though.
Oh, wow.
It says Carmen Bogarts Darryl sometimes.
Oh, is that what I do?
I don't
It says
think you do
Bogart.
that.
Is that the word that's in
It says
there? I
Bogart.
would like to see that.
And
I'm
it
not
says
sure that-
Erica's Fitness Minute is usually 5 minutes.
I'm not sure.
Consider changing the name.
I think I know who wrote that.
He said,
Have a
"Consider
blessed
changing
day."
his name.
No, I think I know who wrote
It
that.
says Cletus McDougal
No, that was written.
and Bessie Jones Stevenson McDougal. She's been married a couple times.
No, Darryl. I think you spelled Darryl wrong. You
Yeah.
probably wrote that.
He wrote that himself.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I ain't-
Because
I ain't
nobody
got-
else says Bogart. I don't
talking
think
about?
anybody else says
Girl,
Bogart.
I got 2,300 Facebook friends. I ain't got time to be
said
writing no fake
23.
notes.
Ooh, I love them. Okay.
I ain't got time to be
He
writing no
said
that stuff.
Carmen Bogarts, and Erica's Fitness Minute is 5 minutes.
Do I
Really?
have
It's supposed to
Bogart?
be 1 minute, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I don't think it's bogarting so much as it is hurting in the conversation because you guys tend to
You heard?
There you go. Wow.
have to shepherd the conversation. You guys.
heard?
Well, speaking of my girl Carmen Bogarden, what you got for the
Clean
slate? What you
Okay,
got?
hold on. Here goes the jingle. It's time for Carmen's clean slate.
She can't sing.
Okay.
Erica cannot sing.
I'm trying to clear my throat.
I got a jingle. So, okay.
It's time for Carmen's clean slate.
Da-da-da-da.
I like that. I actually do. I like that.
Thanks to Clean Slate.
I know. So you know what? I don't know if we need. I don't know if we need all of that. I don't know if we need it, but
You think it now.
no. Well,
It's only an hour show.
Okay, I'm
the
sorry,
clean
okay.
slate today is and we're at the end of 2018 and we're heading into the holidays and I'm glad that we're doing this thematically. But one thing that I want to encourage people to do is as you're doing your reflections and as you're doing your
Work on that weight
resolutions
loss.
and that, don't forget who you are and who you've become throughout the year. You've spent 365 days this year enduring, surviving, overcoming, and becoming. Don't forget that you have a great foundation. And don't get so wrapped up in making all these new resolutions that you forget who you are. We always want to change something before we're grateful for what we already have and what we already are. Appreciate who you are right now before you change anything else. So take the time to reflect, be grateful, then resolve.
I'm trying
Clean
to resolve
slate.
with Darryl. He splits away.
I love it. I don't. Your touch too electric.
What?
It is electric.
It's
baby.
shocking.
Yeah.
But that's the clean slate,
It was a
I
good
love
clean
it.
slate. You almost made me cry.
Oh, I love you.
Well, I would like to start off with politics tonight. There's a GoFundMe account for all you haters out there. Now, this is what's funny about the Trump GoFundMe account for his wall, is that nobody's checked who set up the account. Nobody's checked how they're going to take the money and apply the money from the account. Nobody's checked how much GoFundMe is going to get from the account. And nobody's checked how much Russia has paid to set up this account. So please, before you start giving money to accounts that are set up on GoFundMe or their social media, whoever has it, please double check the source. And that has been your Political Moment Minute. Carmen's clean slate.
I've got some more in politics that I want to talk to you about. Also, we've looked at the GoFundMe for the wall, and I'll be honest with you, as long as it's not my tax dollars, I could not possibly care less. Y'all win, do that.
I care.
Way
I'm not
over there.
Carmen.
It's not my money. But feel me on
I
this
care.
though.
Go ahead,
Here's
sister.
the what. This GoFundMe for the wall is a nice distraction from a lot of things that have been going on.
It ain't that much going on.
There's quite a bit. There have been Mike Flynn is getting ready to be sentenced. He's been convicted of.
But he don't got to report after the holidays. My kid had to report like right away.
No less than what has been described
You're bogarting the conversation, Erica.
no less than what has been described by the magistrate by the judge as treason.
Mm-hmm.
And he's taking those things into consideration when he is working on the sentencing. And that's going on right now. Paul Manafort, as well as Roger Stone, are getting ready to go into their trial phase. Also, we're looking at basically with Michael Cohen being sentenced, Mr. Trump was named as person number one, individual number one, in the conviction of Michael Cohen. So he has been implicated in a federal crime.
Darryl, speak up at any time. Kevin denied.
Also, this week, he vowed to pull our troops out of Syria, out of
you leave him alone. Putin, whatever, however you want to say. He is very proud of what your president's doing.
Every single military official in this nation, as well as our legislative body, have decried this as a horrible idea. We're leaving an unstable region in Syria.
And Carmen, let me add on to that. And they even found a way to work Obama into it. I always love, no matter what they're doing, they said if it was Obama, they would definitely be all over him.
Who is Obama? Who are you talking about?
The former president.
The one that, so my 401k.
Oh, that black guy.
Let me say, yes. Okay, so my 401k,
wait,
401k beforehand was here, and now I'm in the Trump administration. My 401k is down.
We are at a 14-month low. On the Dow is at
1931.
It's dropped 3,500 points in the last 10 weeks.
What did it do today? Do you know what it did today?
It dropped this again today.
I mean, like how?
I don't know how many points.
People.
I don't know how many points, but this is a direct result of the tax scam that was put in place, and it's also a direct result of what's been happening in the markets as far as our trade policy.
Yes. And farmers, don't forget farmers.
We are at a zero-sum game when it comes to the economy. We're looking at the precursor to another recession / Great Depression.
What about putting your money in fix?
What about these jobs that are going to be going to Detroit? They're supposed to be building an automotive plant. All of these things.
These things have not.
The government is about to be shut down because even though Congress, as they normally do, have passed a temporary spending bill to keep the government from being shut down while they all go on vacation. When they say they shut down the government, you have to understand they're shutting down agencies that help people in this country, such as Veterans Affairs, and we're talking about child support.
Not just that.
And
let's be real. Let's be real about what this really looks like.
Okay, go ahead, sister.
All government employees themselves will not get paid.
Not employees, but your senators and congressmen and Trump will get paid. And why is he holding that hostage? What is it for?
Well,
go ahead, tell him.
Because of the wall.
He needs
funding.
that
I thought something happened good.
$5 billion.
Didn't Van Jones say
$5 billion.
Something happened good?
One good thing that did happen, and this is not a direct result of Trump. This is actually a bipartisan measure.
Like the red trees.
I will go back and give you I'll give you your caveat. The crime bill did pass.
Okay.
It has not been signed. And I guarantee you that there will be a caveat in terms of him signing this.
Right.
Because this doesn't benefit the criminals that are already in the system. This is a direct result of the Congress and the senators who are implicated in high crimes and misdemeanors trying to cover themselves and fix the system.
That's because she's about to flip. She's trying to contain it.
I am trying to contain myself
words
because I'm very angry about
hold it back,
this.
girl. Hold it back, sister.
This is where we've gotten from the point where I was asked by my conservative friends and colleagues to give him a chance. We are in the middle of what can only be described as a giant cluster F.
I knew the curse words was
coming. Let's remember,
coming.
walls keep things in. Berlin
but
Wall.
But thank you, Carmen, for holding it down, as they say in Cleveland.
They don't keep things out. That's number one. Number two, what have we learned from our history? Number three, as the economy falls out, where exactly do we have $5 billion from to build this wall?
I'll tell you where we got it.
We've got
it in that tax scam. As a matter of fact, we lost more than $5 billion
and Medicare,
in revenue. We
Medicaid,
lost more than $5 billion.
Your health care
in
my 401k
and usable funds
in the Wall Street casino. I moved your money
and usable funds.
So
when we're talking fiscally, and that's my wheelhouse. When we're talking fiscally. And I say that I'm not exaggerating when I say that we're on the precipice of a recession.
She used a big word there too.
She used a couple big words, and I'm gonna take it as offense.
I never heard them words.
I don't know what
I know.
What's happened?
A precipice. What's a precipice?
What's happened is
my uncle's a Presbyterian.
She not.
what's happened.
We're on a Presbyterian. We're on the cusp of a Presbyterian.
What's happened is there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who have invested small amounts thinking that they would benefit from this business-minded president, and they've lost their life savings already.
I'm not gonna go against you on that. I'm one of those. So I know what
you're
saying.
Republican, so I don't care because you voted for him.
So
I care
we
about
all
Democrats.
have we all have choices, and elections have consequences. You also mentioned something real quick, and I want to get here before we get out of this.
Okay.
Going back to what we're dealing with in terms of immigration and this whole wall deal.
Yes.
This week, it's been reported that the little children that are in limbo in this asylum process have had Sharpies, numbered Sharpies, numbering them with Sharpies on their arm.
Well, that's like branding.
The historical context of numbering human beings and hurting them and hurting
slavery.
them into holding is absolutely shocking. And when you say the word deplorable, that's not a horrible enough word. It is shocking, appalling. This is the worst of who we've ever been as Americans, with the exception of slavery.
That's why I'm moving to another country. I told my
I
husband
got denied. I got denied refugee status for the Republic of Ireland.
But you know what? Every election is you must vote. We go through this every time. We've been here before.
We talked about what it would look like, okay? And I want you to understand that when I said 18 months ago,
bad words.
When I said 18 and 20 months ago that people talked so bad about President Obama, and yet their gas, and they still go to the gas station, they still go to the grocery store, this, that, and the third. When I said that, there was not this looming crisis on our heads. Now, when you're talking about how you see people are happy about these gas prices, but what they're not understanding is that the levels of embargoes that will happen as a result of this Syria issue, gas prices are going to be affected. Right now, even with trade, the price of groceries has been affected. Have you looked at the difference between what you're paying for milk right now?
I don't go to shopping. My wife does all the shopping.
I mean, just your staple items.
Apathy.
If you look at the difference,
don't let me get on you about
what
apathy.
you're paying.
I didn't say anything.
No, you're
I-
being apathetic when you're like, I don't do that. That's the same reason people are not voting. Don't say go vote and then be apathetic about what's going on in our
If we look
society.
at our farmers and the fact that they have to be bailed out, this, that, and the third.
Oh,
if
you mean
look,
the same farmers that voted for Trump that don't believe in bailouts, but yet will take one? You know what? Don't let me get started on some of these farmers.
But this is what I'm saying. If you look at the difference in the price, what we paid 3 years ago for chicken,
farmers are being paid not to grow food.
Pork.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Well, I think.
Well, I got to tell you,
I think you're making some great points because we got to move on because
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's one more.
Our views are going down.
The Interior Secretary
Ryan
is just.
Zinke?
Yes, Ryan Zinke is leaving the Trump administration. So there's an opening. So if you still want to jump on the burning, sinking, dying ship.
He needs a chief of staff. He needs a
because even Pence,
national security
whatever
advisor.
his name is, I can't think of the people's names. His own Interior Secretary would not come in. People don't even want to. They don't even want to step near this burning, sinking, dying boat. It's not even a boat no more. It's a swamp. The swamp.
Speaking of boats, I saw a movie with a boat in it.
Did you?
Transition.
Are we heading towards our entertainment section?
Okay, so let me start off first, you guys. I'm going to start off with the science stuff. If you have not checked out Michelle Obama's glitter thigh-high boots.
I love them.
Oh!
I love them so much.
That sister worked it. Let me tell you.
She was queening.
She was a nut. She added 6 inches on them inches.
She was queening.
Girl.
She absolutely was queening.
I think I see it on Facebook.
She represented for all the sisters. She was brown Beyonce. Let me tell you, because we had Beyonce and then we had brown. I mean, she brought it. I was like, oh. Let me tell you.
Who are you talking about?
Michelle Obama.
Michelle
First
Obama.
lady.
My 2 favorite black women,
who is
Beyonce
Michelle Obama?
and Michelle Obama.
First lady forever,
I got
Michelle
the lights
Obama.
and the brown. My lights and my browns. I love both
First
of them
lady
sisters.
forever, Michelle Obama?
Yes.
How high did the boots go up?
Oh, them boots were up her thigh, girl.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
And she had that leg
and then,
out.
but then, you know, she did it classy because she had the long dress on there. So you had a
They're
peekaboo.
Balenciaga.
Yeah. You had
They're
a peekaboo that
$4,000 Balenciaga
You're not supposed
heels.
to give a peekaboo and you're
she's somebody.
I know you didn't say that.
first lady. You're not supposed to
press
do that.
pause. Did you say that? And we have
I know, right?
Melania Trump,
It was
who has
very
spread
classy, sexy.
Yeah, very
her
classy,
entire
Yeah.
openings for the entire world.
Oh, okay. All right, my fault. Stand corrected.
Okay, are we doing that? We're
Okay.
not doing that.
Well,
We're
let's
just
move
gonna-
on. Let's do the intro
you guys,
for entertainment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. I got so excited about them boots. And so Eric really wanted me to tell you about those boots. And Eric is our sponsor. Okay, so our sponsor.
Did you want us to hear about the boots here?
We would like to thank Marmite record label. Thank you. That's owned by Eric Stills of Stone Soup Recording Studio in Maumee, Ohio. And he loves Michelle Obama's boots. Okay, he's getting his wife 2 pair. So any of you singers, musicians,
doesn't say that
or
on his paper.
podcasters looking to record in a world-class studio, I'm telling you, Eric is so cool. If you come in here, I just have to give him prop because, you know, Darryl,
love
you don't
him
put
to
that in
death.
there. Eric is the bomb. Wouldn't you agree, Cookie? When you came here, isn't
He's
he
pretty
awesome?
Yeah, he welcomed me.
Yes, he is an awesome person.
He was the only person here to welcome
Lord.
her.
You know what?
Right.
Right, but you came in, you feel good. He's an awesome guy. So I'm telling you, if you want to record, podcast, sing, come make a voiceover. This is where you want to come, and here's how you get in touch with him: www.stonesouprec.com, or the brother is on Facebook. But Facebook been stealing his information, so make sure it's him because you know there might be 3 or 4 of
Lord.
them out there. But anyway, at Stone Soup Rec Studios page.
You know, and what's great about him, I also said on Facebook, I thanked him for all the photography that he does. He always takes our group picture. You know what I'm saying? He always takes very nice
Yes.
pictures of us.
He makes
I
me
could
look
probably come
fat.
over here and do the
I don't
Coochie
like his group
Chronicles.
pictures. Now,
I
don't
I
like
like that
doing
would
the
be.
Coochie
don't let
That would be
Eric
great.
take your picture now because
Don't
he
do
take
that.
it
I could do
fat.
the Coochie Chronicles from here.
Yes,
you could. It would probably be
Eric is the bomb.
I want to
bomb.
do that. I think I could get into that.
Pretty,
I think-
I don't know about you.
Well, let
and
me be
Coochie.
Eric.
I don't.
Eric. Daryl's gonna do something. I have to tell you guys. So I want you to know. Let me hold my mic.
Stop grabbing the mic like
That
that, Erica.
for
I'm gonna tell
all-
you, I don't mess with you no more. I just found out that you are a Scorpio.
Oh wow.
I don't mess with Scorpios.
Is that
I don't
a
mess
thing?
with Capricorns.
Wait,
and I don't
I'm
mess
a
with
hold on.
Aries.
I'm a Capricorn.
I don't mess with
Hey.
Capricorns. I don't mess with Aries. My wife is an Aries.
My
and I
husband's an
don't-
Aries.
I don't
and I'm
mess
a Capricorn.
with Aries.
I'm a Scorpio.
What in the world are you?
Scorpios in all the songs. We in all the songs. Best sign ever.
Scorpios.
I'm a
is-
Capricorn.
Scorpios
We're
is
very
freaks.
loyal.
I ain't gonna deny it because I've been married for
Why
like.
would you say some mess like that?
Okay,
Because
so,
and Cardi B, y'all. So if you have been
Stop
waiting to
saying
get
stuff
on that
about Cardi B.
Excuse me. Some people care about Cardi B. Okay, she is in me. I mean, I can't be Cardi B, but hey,
I
if there's a
heard.
problem-
I heard that woman has gotten into some trouble, and something about her boyfriend, her husband, and babies. And
Wait.
this is not a
okay, so-
church-going woman.
Anyway,
God.
Cardi B. Okay. Well, what happened, you guys? If you have been waiting to get with Cardi B, she is now single. Now she do got a baby, okay? But an Offset, she didn't put Offset to the side. She removed his name from the songs, and that sister moving on. Let me tell you, I give Cardi B mad props. I don't care. I don't know what footages is. I didn't know there was a word footages.
That's not a thing.
Footages, but let me tell you.
I think that's the same person who made up flued out.
Flued out? Okay, flued out and footages.
I don't think that could happen.
But she is available, and she took a picture today. And I don't know what's up with those tennis shoes. You have to check them out. They're
I
like,
saw them, the double heels.
yeah, the double heel shoes. So it's pretty cool. But we want to let you know to keep Cardi B in your prayers.
Oh man.
Also, I want to. Can I interject here? And we lost some fabulous female entertainers, and I
But
just
we're still
wanna
praying for Cardi B. Hold on.
acknowledge. we gonna hold her up. But
Are you available on Thursday?
I would like
A
to
show?
acknowledge Nancy Wilson's
Yes.
passing.
The queen.
legendary-
Yes, classy.
Classy, elegant, jazz impresario. She was the best of the best. When
My
you talk
husband's
about
favorite artist.
the cream of the crop, that woman oozed elegance from every single pore of her body.
Amen.
And she
Absolutely.
will be missed thoroughly.
Absolutely.
We also lost the innovative and just groundbreaking actress,
We're gonna do
You're,
it.
you're a
producer.
spoiler. You know that?
director Penny Marshall, who's responsible for some of the greatest movies that we have in our film lexicon.
There's no crying in baseball.
Exactly. She made Tom Hanks one of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
And she put women on the map. Let's
Yes,
give
she
that
did.
sister, when you're talking about for all women, she made sure that women were well represented when women as directors weren't being recognized. She made she opened a door
groundbreaking in comedy
for
as
all
well.
women. Yes,
'Cause she
black
was
women,
hilarious.
white women, Chinese women, Ellen DeGeneres women,
These
all
women-
type of women.
Now, okay, can we go
These
back?
women will be
The-
missed.
I'm so sorry for the loss of Penny Marshall. I was a big Laverne and Shirley fan, but you're giving her a whole lot of space when you're forgetting about Nancy Women.
You can't
Nancy
even say
Wilson,
her name. You ought to be
and
stacked.
she was a winner of 3
Absolutely.
Grammys.
Absolutely. Not to take away anything from Nancy
No.
Wilson. Nancy
And
Wilson
you know
was
what? I love this song. She made this song. Guess Who I Saw Today. I love that song.
my favorite song by Nancy Wilson was If.
I loved it, but it was frightening to me because, it's a woman who discovers that her husband, she discovers him out cheating.
I feel like that's a theme with you.
And I mean, I've been
yet-
afraid. Oh my God, that would be the biggest
I don't
fear
know
with
that
me.
that's what we're really getting at when we're talking about her legacy.
No, I don't.
Well, I'm just saying.
And Darryl, let
I
me
think we
correct
oughta-
you. Queens don't compete. That both of those women were legends. Okay, so there is no competing. I'm putting frosting on both their cakes.
Absolutely.
Amen.
I'm a huge Nancy Wilson fan. So
I'm a
she would
huge
be missed,
Nancy
and I
Wilson fan. I'm a huge Cardi B fan. I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I'm a huge Michelle Obama, and I love me some Penny
Are you-
Marshall and Ellen DeGeneres. Go
Are
ahead.
you drunk?
There was something in
Okay,
this
so-
water today. Let
so-
me tell you. This says core, but I think it's more.
So at the movies coming up, we've got Aquaman and we've got Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I'm going to see it tonight. I cannot wait.
Carmen, I want to see Black Spider-Man.
Yes, don't you? Oh, I'm gonna hit the rock.
I'm
Don't
gonna
put
go-
your thumb out. Put your thumb in.
I have been boycotting the DCEU, but
What is DCEU?
That's Marvel.
I don't understand.
You talking about Aquaman?
I've been boycotting DCEU.
Is Aquaman
Yeah.
white? Because I've been arguing. I told him he's not
Jason
white.
Momoa is Samoan.
Thank you. I
Okay,
told my
so,
husband that. They said he's white though. Y'all let me know.
Here's
If
where
the Ku Klux Klan come, they're gonna say he white.
He's not
here's
white.
Everybody
where,
trying to get
here's
them
where
fancy
I'm
titles.
Not
having.
white.
Here's where I'm having.
We're trying to figure out the ethnicity of
He's
the hottest
Samoan.
man.
That's not white.
Right. He's like The Rock.
Okay, so
Okay, go ahead now. You can go.
Here's where I have.
She
even do
bogarted
that.
me.
You can't even do
I'm
it.
bogarting big time because this is important to me. Henry Cavill will be reprising his role as Superman, according to Jason Momoa, who is Aquaman. So I'm going to go with that, and I will go see Aquaman, and I won't be boycotting DCEU as long as, and with the caveat that Henry Cavill remains Superman.
Carmen, I've told you.
It's going to happen.
DC, give them a chance.
If they do Man of Steel 2.
You would like Titans. Titans on DC Universe.
It's Henry Cavill
is
on it.
Very good. No, but you better watch that.
I don't know.
And they're gonna make
I'm
Superman black
boycotting.
anyway. You know how y'all doing now. You
boycotting
just
it.
these millennials.
This is another thing. Also, I want you to check out Witcher, which is coming to Netflix.
Why-
Okay, you know what I want you to
They
check
put
out?
a white man in a Wakanda sweater,
I
and they had to
want
take
you
the
to
white man
check
out the
out-
Wakanda sweater and put the sweater just back
I
up
want
there.
you to
Did hear
check
about
out
that?
Blind Spotting.
Yes, they had to take.
Have you seen Blind Spotting?
I don't know
I like
where
it.
Carmen and Daryl watch their movies, y'all.
Because
notice
all
that
you
I don't
wanna
say
do is watch-
anything
all you wanna do
when
is
they
watch
start
Madea
talking about
movies and
movies
stuff
and,
like that.
songs. I don't
Madea
know
goes
where they
to,
go.
you know,
I do
Golden
like
Corral or
Madea.
yeah,
Madea goes to.
that's all she's interested in. Now, what else?
But that Spider-Man
Tales
movie is
from
3
the
hours
tour
long.
bus.
Tale from the Crypt. I
Mike
saw Tales
Judge.
from the
Tour
Hood.
bus.
I spoke about this on the last show.
I love it.
Excellent. He did story on James Brown, Bootsy Collins, Rick James.
The Rick
and
James
Prince.
one killed me.
The
I love
Prince
it.
one will kill you.
Did you
I
see
saw
the Queen?
Morris Day.
Did you
the
see the
beginning.
story on Queen?
What?
They did a story on Queen. Did you see that?
Queen who?
The group
Queen is right here. What are you talking about?
The
Not
movie,
that Queen,
Bohemian
not the
Rhapsody.
Black Queen.
The movie
The-
Bohemian
the
Rhapsody.
group-
Have you
yes,
seen that
Bohemian-
movie?
did you see the
I thought
movie?
that
I'm
was
not going to
amazing.
go see that movie.
No, it was
it
an
good?
amazing. It was an amazing movie. I think they're Rami Malek.
I'm not.
will
That-
rock
Everybody,
He's gonna rock
everybody
the
knows the
thing.
song. I'm not watching that right now. I'm blackifying my children right now.
Is that what you're trying
Black
to do?
No, we're trying to bring everything and mix it
No.
up, Daryl.
No.
Wait.
We're mixing this country
No,
up.
I have to step in and say
No.
that they absolutely need that. If you've ever met Daryl's kids, they need that.
Our kids can be
So
mixed
what
up.
are they watching? You got
Not
them watching
Daryl's
Friday.
kids.
You got them watching Boys
I got
in the
them
Hood.
watching Brian. We watch Brian's song. We watch Ladies Sing the Blues.
What's Brian's
I'm going to have
song?
them watch Cooley High and Malcolm X next, and the remastered Roots.
Hold on.
Remastered? Roots was remastered?
Yeah, it was remastered.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Not
A
the
couple
one with
years ago.
T.I. You better not be talking the one with T.I.
Like,
Okay,
it
not
was
that
a couple
one.
years ago on the History Channel.
You know what? I got a question. When they
What's
did
that?
the one with T.I., what happened? We got
I
like
don't-
4
I
or
don't-
5 of them and it
I
just
don't
ended.
know.
Did they run out of money?
I don't know.
Remember
I
that
don't
one?
know.
They started doing a new one and they at the end. Remember
No,
Chicken George?
But wait, that's my thing.
I was going to
He
fight
said-
balls.
He said
You know,
that,
why are you showing him slave? You need to show them.
He said
Listen,
that that's the blackification.
These
That's what I'm
children
saying.
are being
He's
brought
not-
up as being
Blackification
colorblind.
isn't a word.
They don't even know. I mean, my son, somebody was hung and Lady Sing the Blues. He was like, "Oh my God, they were hanging black people." I'm
Oh my
like,
God,
seriously,
you just
dude?
did your son's voice.
And this is my fault. This is my fault.
Yeah,
Lynching
yeah.
is now.
Right.
You did that.
Because he ain't gonna learn it in
Federal
school.
crime.
No.
Federal crime now.
I think that you all, you should also get them up to date.
But that's
with, like,
that's not all that
Friday
it means to be
Friday
black.
after next.
Is that what you really think it means to be black?
No.
You need
Next
to-
Friday.
No.
Can I
we
make a
gonna watch,
suggestion?
Boys in
No,
the
no.
Hood.
Sankofa.
Can I
where
make a
they show black
suggestion?
kings and
No.
queens.
Shaka Zulu.
Shaka
Are your
Zulu.
kids gonna listen to this show?
Not since not no. Not,
You know
not-
what?
'Cause
But
you're talking
He needs to
nasty.
listen to death certificate. So you're gonna listen to the life side and you're gonna listen to the
There
death
you
side.
go.
That's gonna get you some blackification.
That's what you
It's
need
gonna
to
show you the
do.
death side. Yeah, I'm telling you that
Okay,
old
so-
school
and then
with no
also,
Vaseline.
Also, the first
Oh,
NWA
Eric,
album.
can you turn her mic down? Can you turn Erica's mic down?
No,
first NWA
but
album will
But you're
be-
using very stereotypical things to
No.
teach your children about being African American. I'm
But
disappointed
there are
in you.
certain
I do
things that
There's no-
black people have to see.
African American people.
Can I tell you something though? What would also be supplemental if you give them a
Can you
reading
move your
list?
head back? I can't see Carmen.
If you give them a reading
sorry.
list as well. When I went away to school, and your son's in college now, and I feel like every black
private
kid
college.
needs to have this experience is to read the autobiography of Malcolm X, of course,
Not watch the movie
Soul
only.
on Fire and Soul on
agree.
Ice, To Die for the People, Huey P. Newton. Some of your more revolutionary writers, you want them to read the autobiography of Sada Shakur. You
To
want
Kill
them
a
to read-
Mockingbird.
You want them to read what it means to have been a part
Black
of
boy.
who and how we've become Native Son.
Okay, that's
Booker
I'm
T.
writing these down
Washington.
because right now he's reading the bio
The
of Steely
souls
Dan.
of black folks.
He's reading
Let's
the
get some
bio of
stuff.
Steely Dan in Chicago.
That's not
The souls of
exactly-
black folks. Let's start there. 100 Years a Slave. Okay.
Wait,
things-
100?
100.
12?
12.
I don't know if he lived.
Oh my
100
God! I
of
knew
them.
I shouldn't have bought that off of Amazon.
I think there
That's
were,
why it was
I think there were
$1.99.
only 12 of them.
They redid the cover on me.
Oh man,
That's a whole lot of years, bro.
It's 7:00 already. Wow.
He didn't make it to the end. Somebody
So
put it.
apparently, there's a national holiday going on
Don't
There
judge
is a national holiday.
that Darryl made
It's
up.
100 Years a Slave.
This is a good holiday.
What's that?
And since we're talking about a lot of racial things, this one goes out to white people.
Oh my God.
Don't talk about my family.
Today's national holiday
know if
You
is
better lean up off
No,
my.
no.
Better not be racial.
I don't know
White
how we're-
People Use Your Garages for Your Cars
Oh
Day.
well. Yeah, my auntie don't use her car.
I support this.
My auntie and them don't use.
I'm
their
so
cars.
sick and tired of seeing my neighbors. I'm leaving for work. I come out the garage and I leave. They out there scraping their cars
Eric, how is
because
this a
their cars
thing?
parking
I
outside.
don't
Eric,
think
do you
this is
do
a
you
thing.
not
They
park your
both
car in the
park
garage?
in
They got their boats in the garage. They got,
Eric's like,
they got a television in the garage. It's like, use your car. I mean, sometimes they full to the
Look at Eric. He's
hilt
looking right at you
with
like.
stuff. Oh. I'm sorry, I done got all
I think
mad.
you offended Eric and half my family.
Well, white people use your garage for your cars. That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think that's a holiday.
I know, right?
Have a
Eric's
blessed
giving
day.
you a special.
I don't think
Your,
I
your
have-
garage is not a storage unit.
I
Living in
don't.
the
It
air.
actually is. I don't know if that warranted a holiday, but okay.
I didn't. You know, they send these to me.
I don't think they
Who
do.
sent you that?
That's not.
They got a
real.
website. This is big
Russia
time.
sent you
No.
that. That is
Yeah,
fake.
That's fake news.
Well.
That's fake news for real.
I'm just telling you what's going on.
I bet you Cheryl Leonard loses her garage.
Okay, see,
I,
you know
I
what
bet
though?
you, she probably does because she got a little swag.
Juice.
Tell her I want to swing. I want her to
Now,
swing my way.
You definitely
said
not her
Shorty?
type. You
Shorty,
definitely
is that what you
are not her
said? Is
type.
that what
Tell
you
her,
said?
Shorty. Listen, I'm
Shorty,
every woman's type.
SHAWTIE is how you spell that.
If a woman gives me 15 minutes.
No.
Everybody's type.
I don't think so.
Hello.
Not with them glasses.
How much do you have to drink in order for that to?
And that tucked
You're
in
gonna
shirt.
listen. You're gonna need
And
glasses
button up
How much
at the
do you
Toledo
have to
General
drink
Hospital.
for that to be a thing.
Let's get
So we're into the
Yes.
topic of today's show, which is: are you feeling your family for the holidays? And we have our guest
feeling
here.
with your hands or your feelings.
Now, I mean, like feeling.
Because
them.
since y'all
Are
cousins and
are
y'all was talking
around-
nasty in the beginning,
No,
just
I
want-
don't know about that.
Okay.
You the queen of nasty.
We're gonna keep this with
Not
China.
feeling your cousins.
I would hope you didn't feel your cousins, because in certain states that's illegal. Anyway,
Not in Virginia.
anyway,
If you're in Virginia.
We're trying to wrap it up, Eric.
we're talking about family interactions and how you deal with family during
And
the
Queen, we gonna
holidays.
need you
Some
to
of
jump
them
in
you
here.
can get along with, some of them you don't. You go to these functions and you already know that you have to mentally prepare yourself because it's going to be high drama from beginning to end. Much like I feel before we get to the show, but we are family.
Wow. Yeah.
So, how do you deal with your family, Darryl?
How do I deal with my family?
I think we should ask his family.
Well. Here's the thing. My problem that I do have with holidays, being married and everything, not living with somebody for 5 years and shacking. But being in the marriage, we have to go to 2 different places. So I'm from the suburbs of Cleveland. So we go to the suburbs. And then my wife is more so from the urban areas. So we have to drive
Karen
to
is hood. We love her.
there. Okay. And, my family, we have spinach. And my wife's family has collards, I believe they're
You said what now?
collard,
You have who?
collard greens.
You have who? You have spinach?
My family, we have spinach.
Who eats spinach?
Dressing.
I eat spinach.
I do.
No, for the holidays.
Yes.
My
Cook my greens.
Yes. The greens cook.
we
down
have
to that.
stuffing.
You know how long it takes?
Stuffing.
My wife has dressing.
Oh yeah, dressing.
Okay.
Nobody
We
says
have
stuffing.
we have potato salad with raisins. I like raisins,
Nobody puts raisins
Karen,
in.
tell Karen to keep her
What?
potato salad.
but you got to do
Nobody
that.
likes that.
And
Nobody
it's like my family does Christmas Eve dinner, and then
really?
my wife's family, we do Christmas Day. So that works out, and it's good on my conscience because I'm kind of like a Jehovah's Witness.
Do you wait? What? You are,
Yeah.
aren't you?
You don't really do
So
Christmas.
almost
having
forgot
dinner
about
on
that.
Christmas Eve,
Kind of like.
kind of. I'm sometimey.
He's not
He's a sinner.
practicing.
Sometimey.
He's not practicing.
He
He's
doesn't knock on doors.
no.
No. So that's
He very-
that's
He's a
what works out.
Republican.
Well, you know what?
Witness.
Now, what do you
Jehovah's
do?
Witness.
So we have our guest in the house, and I would love her perspective.
I know she made
on-
some oxtail stew.
Yes, I made some oxtail stew yesterday.
What do your holidays look
Does
like?
that
with
have
your family?
raisins in it?
Well, it was a time that I would be the one that did the cooking and had all the relatives over to my house. But now that I'm getting older, I feel like the torch should be passed to these youngins.
Mm-hmm.
Youngins is the generation below me, the 40-ishes. And I like to be able to go to their homes and have a good time and what have you.
Now, do you find that they still do the traditional cooking and that kind of thing? Because it used to be Mom and them made, everything from scratch, and they knew how to throw down. Now, these youngins, I don't know about this box cooking.
Don't be talking. I don't appreciate you talking about
I don't
it.
know about this
Don't
box
talk
cooking.
about
thing
me.
on Thanksgiving on my Facebook page
Uh-huh.
where it had like box macaroni,
See,
stovetop,
no, ma'am.
Velveeta.
Don't do
cheese
that on the
butter,
holiday.
whatever,
You can't do
and
that.
all that kind of stuff like that. And I said, these youngins are effing up Thanksgiving.
See,
Yeah.
They are.
You guys
everybody's cooking out of the
don't
box.
listen to them.
I'm a
We
old
get
can
our
hook a
we
box
get our
up.
we get
You
our
can hook a box.
said-
our dinner right out of
Not on
Stouffer's.
No, sir. Let me
Shout
tell y'all.
out to Stouffer's.
Shout out to the Glory Bag Greens.
Oh yeah, glory greens.
Banquet.
Glory greens.
And throw some
Let
spinach
me tell
in
you
it.
something.
And throw some
Let me
spinach
tell
in
y'all
it.
Oh,
something.
she's that
I
new
have-
youngin'.
yes,
She's
she
a new
is.
people.
Look at
She
here.
new people.
I'm used to going to pick your greens and clean them and wash them and cut them yourself.
And you know what I do with my greens? I put collards, mustards,
talking there.
turnips. Collards, mustards, turnips, spinach, kale.
Beans,
I
potatoes,
mix them
hams,
all.
macaroni. I saw it on YouTube.
You name it. I love it.
Say it again. Say
I
it
saw it on
again.
YouTube.
But
Collards,
but see
collards,
that
spinach, kale, mustards, turnips.
You need it.
But that's exactly what it used to mean to have soul
People busy
food.
now more.
But you know what? Even still, when you're dealing with
people's food that's cooking out of a box. No.
Well,
It's
my
the
in-laws, we
care
have a lot
and-
of cats. And,
Oh,
we
no.
let the cats run free,
No.
you know?
No.
No, I'm not
no.
eating at your in-laws' house. No.
Cats and raisins.
I
Cats,
don't think
no.
that.
So who
is-
does the cooking out, Cookie?
My son normally cooks on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, so we go to his home.
What did he cook?
He
Can he
normally
cook?
Yeah, he can cook pretty good.
Out the box?
No, he normally does scratch.
Don't lie.
Good,
But
good,
you know
good.
what?
Don't be
I'll
telling
probably
lies.
bring half the food.
Okay, there it
Oh,
is.
see,
There's
I
okay. That's all.
I
it
bring
is.
the greens, I bring the dressing, I bring the yams.
Oh, so it's your Christmas dinner, but
Yeah.
Do you find-
but at his house. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you
I
find
get
that
it.
it's less?
Yams in my bank
I get it.
account. In my bank account, got them yams.
Do you find that it's less stressful when you are at someone else's home as opposed to your own? How does that
Yeah, well, one thing, if, I don't like what's going on at somebody else's house, I can always leave.
Do you take your food with you though? I mean, do you be like, let me pack my shit up first before I leave? Do you do that?
No.
Yeah, I normally will leave most of it there because I think it's tacky to take all your food home.
Right.
Is it tacky to come
But what
to
if they
someone's
didn't-
house with aluminum foil?
Yeah, that's
No, it's
that's the
not.
height of tacky.
No,
Because I come with
here's
my
what
own
I
That
want to
is
know.
quite the
Now,
height of
Queen,
tacky. Now,
what
mind
if you
you-
brought some and nobody opened it? Would you take that
now,
back?
mind you, there
Or would you
are
leave it?
If
some
nobody
folks,
opened it,
Yeah.
I probably would take that.
Yeah, I
back.
take my
there
shit.
are
I take my
some
shit.
people in the family who should only bring the foil.
You know what y'all do? When you go to
And
Cracker
we
Barrel,
request.
when you go to Cracker Barrel, those dishes, when you flip them over, you got to read the back. If it says microwave and dish table, what you do is you wash those out and you take them to your family house and you have something to carry something home in. See?
Okay.
Now, I want to know, ladies. Now, what do you do though? Carmen? What do you do? Or do you go? Where do you go for dinner?
Well, now it's
said,
kind
where
of
do you go
it's
for
kind of
dinner?
sort of gotten to the place where our elders
Sounded
I
like that
have-
Jehovah's Witness thing he just said he was.
Our elders have passed the torch to us and to our generation in cooking, and we all do the cooking. And we invite my grandmother, my great aunts, and all of them over. And it travels from house to house depending on the year. This year it's going to be at my cousin Didon's house, and we all get together.
who?
His name's Didon Hassan Nimrod
Now-
Jackson. Shout out to the King of Detroit.
What time will this dinner take place? Because I heard a lot
4
of.
p.m. is
But
what we
what time
tell
will it
everyone.
start?
4 p.m. is what we tell everyone
What
so
time
that
is the
they'll
food
arrive
served?
by 6 p.m.
Yeah,
So
see?
here's the other
That's
thing.
right on
as
time.
far as how we do it is we've got a group chat going on already. And everybody has been told.
Don't put Erica on it.
Everybody has been told exactly
Wow.
what they're going to bring, so that there's no surprise
There's
and
no raisins.
and no overlapping dishes. Because my cousin Gloria, she has a problem.
And
with
she
other-
putting your name
Yes, I
all
will.
in the street.
She has a problem when other people bring macaroni and cheese to her home, and since they're hosting, she is in charge of the macaroni and cheese for the family, which she can throw down on, and I'm going to give her that because that's her house.
They asked me to bring the pop. So for my family, I'm going to bring Pepsi, and for my wife's family, I'm going to bring Faygo.
Do you know what that means?
Faygo?
That means you can't cook.
Really?
Yeah, that's
They
what that
always want me
means.
to bring something.
Like the pop, you can't cook.
I don't cook. I don't cook.
That's the established fact. If we ask you to bring beverages,
Now,
Well, what about when it comes to in-laws? Do everybody get along with their in-laws where you feel comfortable at your in-laws' home?
okay.
At the
oh,
holidays?
you couldn't date.
My wife and I, we're kind of
Baby.
like, despite the fact that I've been married for almost 25 years, my mother-in-law is just now starting to like me.
No surprise
I think she
there.
kind of like tolerated me. I think she really likes me now. She gives me a genuine hug.
Jesus be offense.
Why are you sitting? You're supposed to say, "Oh my God, how could she not like you?" You're not.
Were we supposed to interject? Okay. No, we were listening.
You know, she used to give me a church hug.
We were actively listening.
That's that sort
With
of
the 3
faraway
packs.
hug.
She have
But I
Alzheimer's
think
now.
she
1,
really
2,
likes
3.
me.
Pulling you in.
Does she have Alzheimer's dementia now? I mean, she
Well, you know,
No,
but
you know what?
she forgot who you were. She be
I
like,
will be
it's
honest
the
with you.
mailman. He didn't brought the mail.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, since my mother-in-law had a stroke not too long ago, and she's been a lot nicer to me since then.
Because she
I think
worried about going to heaven.
I think she forgot she don't like me.
Oh,
No,
She forgot.
no.
Yeah.
I've never, my mother-in-law has since passed, but it was always a difficult for me to go to my in-laws' house because I always felt like they always thought I was like highfalutin, and I wasn't because I was a quiet person back then.
You are highfalutin, though. Most people that work for the phone company highfalutin.
But no, I wasn't like that, and I didn't like people that smoked. And cooked at the same time, having a
and had a cat and raisins.
And I don't like.
Marge Simpson. What's Marge
Queen
Simpson?
Cookie, since you said that,
Sisters of Sister Selma and Melma.
She brought up
whatever.
something that deals with my family. Speaking of smoking, does anybody have a family where everybody's having a good time, and then maybe a couple people disappear for like 10 minutes, and then they come back and everybody laughing?
Listen, that's none of what happens in the garage. What happens in the garage is none of our business.
Yeah.
We have a really small family. We don't have any of this.
Because I'm like, what's so funny?
What happens in the garage,
or when they go holidays like white people.
When they go on a store run, that's none of our business.
We don't have any drama at our holidays.
That's what the quote unquote. That's what the cousins do.
I'm telling you, it makes a lot of sense now because I'm like, why? What? They just laughing and laughing. Put on some Al Green, because I DJ. I DJ the my family functions.
We have to hear this bullshit.
He's a push button DJ for the family functions.
You know that, girl. I get jiggy with it. And you know that. She's a hater.
No,
So the thing about it though is like when you were talking about your in-laws and the stress of not necessarily getting along, how do you navigate or how do you maneuver when you're in that situation, you feel uncomfortable or if you're feeling like they're treating you in a certain kind of way, what do you do?
I normally tell my husband I'm ready to go because I'm not going to stay in a situation now. I'm like that today, but years ago I wasn't like that. I would stay there and take shit off of people, and they would tend to gang up on me.
Oh, wow.
When my husband wasn't around, so I had to, when I go to tell my husband, well, your mama said this and your sister said this, he didn't really, I don't know if he believed it because he didn't see it. They always attacked me when he wasn't around.
Yeah.
Smart. They smart.
Now, how long have you been married, Queen Cookie?
I have been married. Next month will be 39 years.
Oh, you're newlywed.
Awesome.
You're newlywed.
See, you know what?
That's
congratulations.
Like that. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. In
over
today's
the years,
society,
and y'all still.
Oh my
like
God!
each other.
Today's society, 10 years is. Oh my God! Y'all been married for a long time.
She said you smell his stinking drawers.
I love his stinking
drawers. Oh, I thought
drawers.
you said you smell him. I was like, I was like, what kind of weird stuff y'all got going on?
But you know what?
What?
So when it comes to like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I look at it like, if a person's mother doesn't like you, and their son chose you, why? What's behind that? Now, what's behind my mother-in-law? I'm not the one.
And I wasn't the one.
She liked the other dude that my wife was dating.
My mother-in-law liked my husband's first wife.
That's
because
what.
my
See?
husband had
Your
2 children by his first wife, and we didn't have any kids.
Oh, wow.
So she liked her.
My mother-in-law
over me
didn't like me because she said they thought I was too mouthy. I wasn't. Because
You mouthy?
James' dad's kind of chauvinistic.
Okay.
And his mom was a stay-at-home mom because I worked and James went to school full-time, and I was like, we do things equally. Because I was just me and my sister. I didn't grow up with a brother. So who was the oldest did everything. So I was like, we ain't doing like that. And they were like, oh, your wife, she got too much mouth and too much booty. And she light skinned. So, I got marked down.
I have my suspicions as to the motive as far as between my mother-in-law
Is your
and I.
mouth too?
No, I don't think so. But I think that there's some things there that are better left to
underlying issues
to another
like
show.
Yes. I used to hate at holidays having to go over to my in-laws' homes.
Yeah.
And it was our tradition, my husband's tradition, every Christmas Eve to visit all his relatives, and I hated it.
Well, I didn't have a problem because James' family doesn't celebrate Christmas, so I never had to go.
So nowadays, though, there are so many different kinds of families and so many different, versions of family. And you, like, let's say, for example, my father is married again, and so he has a whole new family. And then you've got my father-in-law and my mother-in-law who are, I have no
Half
idea.
his age?
No, not at all. They're about the same age.
I can't wait till I remarry.
Then you have, you know what?
Hit him.
You might not have
Queen,
to. You keep talking mess, and you might not have to. I'm gonna tell Karen.
I know.
Okay, so there's so many different versions of family. You have to adjust to everybody's situation.
Stank.
Yeah.
And so it's easier to me to have just one central thing go on as as opposed to trying to hop to everybody else's
Yes.
tune.
Yeah, because there's so many blended families nowadays. You know, second and third, sometimes fourth marriages.
Yeah.
And I mean, I watch
When it-
Blackish, and then sometimes you have blended families that are different races, and sometimes
You are
wanna
always bringing up
You want to
race
bring salad instead of
and Cardi B.
salad, and I want to have prime rib, and I don't want no chitlins. I'm sorry, I'm a new class Negro. Don't bring no chitlins to my house. I want you to bring. I want you to bring some
I
steak.
saw those on. What are chitterling? What
I'm
are
gonna
they?
need y'all to
You
not
don't
do
even
that.
want to.
Don't do that.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, they're
Never
like
had chitlins.
chitlins.
I
Is
call
like
it chitlins.
yeah, chitlins. Chitlins is more like they're. What do you call that stuff like where you eat it
I'm
like
more
it's
so
like
eat-
an aphrodisiac or
I
something?
like a smoked salmon kind of
Yeah,
crispy.
smoked salmon. I'm
I
like,
don't
bring
know
some
about that.
salmon.
Totally
I don't
Republican.
know about
Like
that.
bring
I don't know.
bring some prime rib to the house. Don't bring no hog maws and chitlins to my house.
Okay, so
Okay? Don't bring no fried chicken. You leave that when you come to my
Fried
house.
chicken? What's
Wait,
that? Fried
wait,
chicken?
I want bring some prime rib, some hikes, bring some stuff like that.
Some
know
highfalutin
what?
food.
Well,
yes,
here's the-
with the sauce. Don't bring prime rib and not no au jus.
here's another
Listen to her.
here's another issue. Okay, so you've got when we talk about kids, you're having kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
Is it easier to just have each part of your family come to you instead of you having to pack up and all of this?
Yeah,
with kids?
why not
I would.
I think you
I
should
would
go
think
to
that
where the
it's-
older people are.
You think so, or do you think
We
that
should spend
Let
the
the
night
young,
at my
let the
mom's.
young
They should come
people
to the
drive.
cats.
You know what I'm saying?
I just told my husband that the other day because it was been our tradition forever. We go to younger people's house and deliver their
Right.
presents to
Right.
them. We're matriarchs now. I
Absolutely.
like to sit in
Your
my
husband's
kitchen
a
and smell
matriarch
my
too?
cookies.
Your husband's a
aroma.
matriarch?
Yes, he's a matriarch. Whatever the man.
a
Take care
patriarch?
about
Patriarch.
him.
He's a
She like she been
Patriarch.
married so
Yeah.
long. He a
I
matriarch too.
I think it's a
It's a
pessimist.
patriarch.
Is it a
Okay.
pessimist?
No, it's a patriarch.
He's a
I don't know
he's
these
a
big words.
Presbyterian.
I don't know
isn't
these
he?
big
He's a
words. I'm
pastor.
just trying to keep up. Carmen be bringing these big words in here. I don't know these big
I ain't fooling
words.
with y'all.
Yes.
That
No, but I
the
get it.
youngins are supposed to come to the matriarch and the patriarch homes to pick up their presents.
Because they're
we don't want to be
Presbyterians.
driving around the town
It's snow out.
delivering
Right.
people's
Y'all
presents.
you know what?
hit a
Hell
hip
no,
and
I'll tell you
die.
what though. I'm,
know- and you
I'm
know
at a
what?
Get your
different-
gift, you don't get it.
My
I'm at a
family,
different-
they're getting older and they can't. We used to hang till 12, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Don't nobody be doing that anymore. Like 8, 9 o'clock. They're going home.
I'm
So
at a
we got to
different
go
stage.
to the older people.
I'm at a different stage,
Go on,
and I'm
Carmen.
looking forward to going and traveling to see my kids in their homes because this is probably the first time they'll be living on their own and in their own homes.
They out of mom and daddy
so
pockets.
I'm
I know what
looking
you're talking about.
forward to
She
that.
got empty nester syndrome.
Yeah,
Mama.
I'm
You're
looking
young
forward to
too.
that.
You're young too, baby.
So it's like, at a certain point, I think that when they start having kids, I'll be, more apt to, sit back and have
But
them.
normally, back in my day, in the dinosaur days, we used to always go to my grandmother's home. All
Absolutely.
the cousins,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
all
that's
the-
true.
all my grandmother's children and their children, we all went to grandma's house.
Right.
And that's where we all met up at the holidays.
That would be that's what I'm looking forward
Now,
to.
But you know
you're going
what?
to be the grandmother, so everybody come to you.
Eventually, yes.
My grandmother didn't travel all over to her children's homes and all that kind of carrying on.
Yeah.
And when you go
that's-
to grandma's house and Nana and whatever,
Blue shirt and all that.
Medea.
look at what they're doing. No, see how they cook the food because
But that's how we were
why
raised.
nobody know how to cook
No, but
because they don't.
that's how we were raised. My grandmother kept us in the kitchen. Somebody was breaking beans. Somebody was cutting up the greens. Somebody was making the sweet potato pies. She showed us all those things
That's what I'm
hands
saying.
on, and showed us how to make her rolls. Showed us how to do all of that stuff
They're
from
not
scratch.
doing none of that
Yep.
nowadays.
My
Me and my
grandmother taught
grandmother,
me
we
how to
was working
DJ. She
out.
said, "Boy, let me show you
Yeah,
how to
No, I
spin
don't
these
think
records."
she
We
did
was
that.
doing
I don't
different
know.
things. We were working out.
I don't know about the
I wasn't
DJing
being
there.
domesticated.
I went too far. My fault.
I don't think she did that.
My fault.
Me and my grandmother, we was out working out, and we was watching other people snap the beans and stuff like that.
Now, see, I'm a hands-on grandma. My grandkids always came to me. My granddaughters always came to grandma, Nana, as they call me. They always came to Nana's house because I planted
Big Mama. We
seeds.
call my other grandma Big Mama.
Yeah,
I don't want to be called no big mama. That's
I think
offensive.
that's what's
That's offensive.
missing. I
Nobody
think
call
more
her
of
big
that
mama
is what's
or
missing
granny.
because you don't have those tight family units anymore. And when our patriarchs and matriarchs start passing on, the family itself even falls apart as a unit
do.
because
Nobody
They do.
pulls it
has
back together.
pulled on
Right.
those old traditions and started to try to keep them together.
Now,
busy.
today's, okay, will you guys agree with this? The kids nowadays are on their...
I only got two
Everybody
left. I only got
sit on
two.
the
Help
phone.
yourself now, but I only got two left.
And
He's using himself as a prop.
And nobody is sitting around the table
And
talking
talking.
anymore. And I'm almost to the point now that when my grandkids and my son come over with his family, I'm going to put a basket by the front door, and I'm going to say, everybody put their phones in the basket, because everybody sits around during the holidays. We used to get up and play games.
We do. We
taboo
do.
And all kinds of stuff.
You play games
now
on your phone.
Everybody sits on the phone.
We can play games on the phone.
Now I'm gonna tell you, when you get with my family, you have to have a thick skin, because when you walk in the door, we start cracking on each other.
Oh, that's
we
fun.
start playing the dozens, and we do it all day. Nobody is exempt. Old, young, it don't matter.
But Queen Cookie, what has happened is the foundation
and we have that,
has been
that
laid.
camaraderie.
It's
like that.
At my house, ain't no closed doors. I don't do closed doors. I don't believe in
and
children
his son
going
is
home
almost 21
closing
years
doors
old.
for no.
He's called his 21-year-old son
closing doors.
a child. You see why Darryl needs counseling?
I also believe in eating together as a family. Have a meal. Okay, so
With
if
his
if
21-year-old
we all
son.
living together, and I get the food and I go in my room,
Your son need to have
how are
sex
you
so
going
he
to
can get away
expect me
from
to
you.
sit and have a decent conversation at a holiday dinner? I don't. That's not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to train a child from the youth up.
Your son
Yes,
is not a
yes.
child. He's a grown man. He needs to be having sex and moving out on
You
his
know what?
own.
I don't know about
Ooh,
that.
you know what, Erica? Erica, I'm gonna say this, and
that's
God
not-
forgive me.
that's not
I
my
wish,
business. I'm not
I
gonna
wish
say
you was my wife for one weekend. I would straighten you
I wish
out.
there was
don't
wife
know.
swap, because
I
I
don't
would come
know.
on wife
I
swap
don't know about that.
and I would beat you.
I would straighten you out.
I wish
This
we
is
were on
why-
wife swap together.
This is why, Queen.
I
This
would
is why you
sign
sit in between
up.
them.
Yes.
That's why you sit in between them.
As soon
'Cause
as
I
they would
can't have this.
pass the baton
Yeah, I
back
can't-
to me, I'd be like,
I don't condone this. I don't condone this behavior.
I'm not smacked, but I mean, I would be getting busy. I don't want anybody to think no domestic violence. I meant like I'm getting busy. You gotta watch the video.
There's a whole nother video. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
But
you know,
now we're gonna have to get out the studio in a few minutes,
Yes,
though. But
yes.
does anybody have like a New Year's resolution? Does anybody do that
I
anymore?
don't know.
I don't do
Nobody
that because
doesn't do
I'm
that.
not going to keep them. No.
can I tell y'all a secret about New Year's resolutions?
It's a secret. Can you tell it?
I'm
mean,
gonna tell y'all a
I put
secret.
that pressure on myself with the resolution.
Is this your
It's
whisper?
just another name for a lie.
Oh,
Don't lie. All right. Don't you dare lie. Okay.
I'm getting ready. I'm not messing with no more.
I spend.
bad men.
I've never been to a hotel. Now, Carmen, because you're in entertainment and things like
You
that,
said
have
what
you
now?
ever rang in the New Year like performing?
I always ring in the New Year performing. This will be the first year that
She's
I
a
don't.
diva. What?
I'm not. My daughter turns 21 years old on New Year's Eve.
Is she single?
Shout out to
Because
Ashley
Darryl's-
Havoc Miller.
Happy birthday! Let me introduce you to Darryl's son, who's also single.
New Year's Eve, I'm
He's a
I'm
virgin?
celebrating my baby girl. So that's gonna be.
Is she
my New Year's
available for Darryl's virgin son?
Eve. Not for that. However,
I mean, no, not to break his virginity. I mean, just to meet and hang out.
Because we're
I mean,
not.
that did come
No.
off really
if
wrong.
If he does have sex, he's gonna marry them. He's gonna be one of them type.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
same with her.
Well, let's
I
make
ran
this
through
happen.
a
I
couple
can-
of
Yeah,
them.
no.
Don't shame his virginity.
'cause
Don't
guess-
shame his virginity.
Call me
Guess
the
what?
call me the virgin whisperer. Isn't
Yeah,
it the
we're-
cat whisperer,
we're-
the dog whisperer, the virgin whisperer?
I'm
That's
gonna
me.
need that. I'm gonna
God
need that to
knows
not
I
be a
ran
thing.
Give me
through.
that dog.
I
When
ran
it-
through
when it
before
comes
I
to
got
mine,
married.
that's gonna
Hi,
not be a
Stacey.
thing. Thank
Hi,
you.
Sheila.
Them are some made up names.
Oh, that's true.
You ain't no
So I
Stacy, no
think
Sheila.
As we wrap this up, it is time for Darryl's apology. Come to that time in the show.
Speaking of, this is serious. Now, don't make me laugh. This is serious. Speaking of people that I ran through,
Oh, whoa.
I want to apologize to this girl who I was dating,
I'm afraid.
who I call her the Big Dipper.
Wait, what?
I broke up with her because she had a long big toe.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I'm serious.
I didn't either.
That's
I really
not
didn't think
what I
that's
thought
where
you
you're
were
going.
gonna
I'm
say.
glad it went this
listen.
way.
I was.
I was
better now.
when
I
I
was
was a
worried about that.
heavy Jehovah's
Did you
Witness,
suck
and
her toe?
there's no
I was worried about
fornication or nothing like that. So I've never seen her naked. So we went over a friend's house and we had to take her shoes off.
Okay.
And she had these pantyhose on, and I saw her
Did
toe.
she have Sierra feet?
And you know how people go like this?
Oh, my
They
God.
start here. Hers
No.
is way down here.
No, Sierra has finger toes.
I couldn't believe it.
The singer Sierra, she has finger toes.
Why do you know that?
Because she always wears open toe shoes.
Did they hang over the top?
Award shows.
She has phalange flows.
Dude,
Big
they're
Dipper
so
toes.
long.
Big Dipper,
They're so
up and
long.
down.
They could like
It was
wave
over.
at you.
I'm about to
like
Google
that.
her toes right now.
Sierra toes. Google
I'm
it
serious.
right now.
I broke up with
I promise
her.
you.
That girl.
No
I saw
offense,
her,
I love her. She's
I
amazing.
saw her at a funeral,
But she's got finger
not too
toes.
long ago, and she hates. I've been married for 25 years. I ain't seen that girl in 30
I'm
years.
sorry,
She still
Sierra.
hates me. She still hates me, cause why did you break
She
up
does.
with me?
She has long
It was
finger
because of your toes.
Did you suck her toes?
No, I didn't suck her.
So
Well, you know a lot about details about her
right
toes.
about now we're at the fitness minute.
Scorpio.
Well, you know, somebody that knows
And
that
make
much
it- make
details
it
about
one minute.
someone's toes.
Let's
Make
go.
it 1 minute, Erica.
Okay.
It's not me. It's Cletus.
Okay, Cletus said that. Okay, so I just want to give you guys some New Year's new stuff to do, not resolutions. So there's been a lot of, we always tell people to definitely take the stairs, but as I always say, I don't think anyone's ever opened the door and looked in the stairwell at work or, going anywhere, because it's pretty scary in there. It looks like somebody get murdered in there, right? So here's what, but it's also very annoying, okay? And people have said that when people have on those Fitbits and you guys are walking all through the hallway and I'm just trying to get to the bathroom and you about run me over and you're knocking people over. So this is where we're going to come together where people can move their busyness out of the hallway. We're like, what are you doing? And you're just trying to get your steps, but we can go ahead and move a little, motivation, do we want to call it? Yeah, motivation to start in stairwell. First of all, move it to the stairwell, making sure, again, that the doors, then you're also making sure it's safe for people to escape. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Also, the stairwells need to be open at each level, not locked. Also, you can put a little motivation at the top. Now, it does have to be flat. Please do not do the Christmas weed thing, okay? You cannot do the Christmas weed thing in the stairwell. And if you don't know what that is, you can Google it, because you can't see the weed no more, okay? That's what I'm saying.
Nothing.
But you can put up flat.
I'm on Yahoo.
You can put up flat things that keep going to the top. You can do fitness challenges within the stairways, climb to the top, everything. But think about the stairs also raise your heart rate. You can do a lot of things in a stairwell. So, hey, get things pop, get things moving, and get those fitness minutes in.
Awesome.
Right.
That wasn't that. I guess that was about 1 minute. That was
and
pretty
hashtag
good.
that fitness weed. The fitness weed is a big thing here in Toledo.
You didn't even mention the sponsor for your show.
Oh, you know what? I have a sponsor for my spot, Giovanna Boudreau, who is a blogger and a founder of Fit Thick Girls. Those of you who are looking for encouragement while getting fit and would like to run in your stairwell, please purchase some really cool clothing while in your stairwell and working out. Please visit Giovanna at www.fitthickgirls.com, as well as all major social media sites. And don't forget to celebrate the Christmas weed.
You can get a job on BET. You can get a job on BET News.
I could?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm glad. Is that Black Entertainment Television you're talking about? Are you trying to make a pun?
I didn't make a pun. I'm just saying
I think you're making a pun.
Okay, so
I could see you on BET.
I could see me there too.
what do you guys have going on this weekend? I know it is just before the holidays. So what are we getting into for the holidays?
Queen, Cookie, what do you got going on? You're the one that's busy all the time.
yeah,
I can't
you're a
even get a hold of
comedian.
you.
Well, tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, I will be arriving at the hospital to have knee replacement surgery at 7 o'clock.
You wore your knee
I
out?
will be down for probably 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, we will be praying for
So you
you.
get back on your knees and wear them out again, huh?
You know what?
No. If you've ever seen...
I'm gonna listen.
Now
I swear.
listen,
I'm
have
gonna
you
listen.
seen Queen Cookie's comedy show when she
I
performs
have
with
not,
Monique?
but I'm gonna check it
She
out.
opens for Monique, our Monique. If you don't know who Monique is, shame on you. You can Google her too. She go by one name, so we know who Monique is, right?
Right.
Her show is so awesome because it gives, I think, credence and to becoming older and still being sexual and having
That's what I'm
sexuality.
talking about.
Because it's important, no matter what age you are, to definitely celebrate who you are and your sexuality. So when I joke about that, it's real. That's
I'm
her show.
definitely gonna be checking you out.
I love it.
And with all honesty, we're honored that you joined us. And I mentioned earlier that Erica and Carmen have introduced me to some really, really great people in Toledo. So we really appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate that.
Now, if they want
It
to
was
check
a
you out,
pleasure.
also tell
I'm
our
on Twitter, Queen Cookie. I'm on Instagram, Queen Cookie. I'm on Facebook, Earling Queen Cookie Mac Belcher. And I'm on YouTube. You can put up my videos, comedy videos on YouTube. I'm a raw comic, though.
All
so
right
no
now.
children allowed.
Yeah, no
Hey.
I
children.
like spicy
Now, how are you
words.
on YouTube? How do you find you on YouTube?
Just pull up Queen Cookie, Earling Belcher, and pop up. Okay.
All right.
Now-
Or you could Google me. If you Google me, you'll find
Google
me.
me,
on
bitch. Can I ask you one more thing?
Yeah.
Now, you also perform at the Funny Bone here in Toledo also,
Yes,
correct? So we
yes.
can also find you right here in Toledo. And when Monique, are you going to be out in Vegas? I know she's in Vegas now. Will we see that?
Yes, but I'm not really putting it really out there yet until her first show is January the 10th, and then after that, then I'll put it out there for everybody. to see.
So everybody knows all of
Awesome.
us, Carmen,
Awesome.
me, and Darryl are Next to Woman. we're not even going any farther than that. We're sitting next to woman. So Monique has her show in Vegas. Make sure you support Monique. Make sure, but right here in Toledo.
Yes.
Let's support our own.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, yes.
Absolutely. I know everybody here said that they didn't have a New Year's resolution, but I have one.
What's that?
I bike ride, and I did 50 miles in a tour this year. Next year, I want to do 60.
Darryl. I mean
Excellent.
And I also
only 10
want to be one of those people. I want to change. I want to stop saying either, and I want to say either.
Okay.
Yes, I like
okay.
that. That is either, neither,
Okay.
neither.
I want to be that guy. But
I'm gonna
this
be
dude.
I'm gonna be at doing a show tomorrow at California Yoga, and also on the 29th
Are you
of
gonna wear yoga
December.
pants?
No, I'm not. It's a Christmas party, so I'm not gonna be wearing yoga gear.
Hey.
Are you going to be having all that?
Andy's
That's why she
showing-
can't wear them yoga pants.
I'm also gonna be at Andy's bar, Andy's Sports Bar and Grill in the Toledo location on Dorr Street for December 29th, and for my birthday, which is January 4th. Come out and celebrate
Where's
with me.
that? What, Andy's Bar also?
Yep, Andy's Bar and Grill on the Dorr Street location. So come out and celebrate with me. Everybody is invited.
Wait, are you going to have this on your page, Carmen?
I will.
Now, how do
What-
we find your page?
It is www.carmenmillermusic.com.
Carmen Miller
and you
Music.
can Google Carmen Miller Music.
Google me, bitch.
Also, we want to thank everyone for helping us to make it to almost 800. Wait, did you say what you're doing over the holiday, Erica?
Oh, no, I didn't.
What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is what I'm doing over the holiday. I'm
Eating
finishing.
some stuffing. What?
I'm going to finish writing my book, Darryl. You're supposed to be helping me. And I don't want to announce the name of my book yet because let me tell you how good God is. And I know we joke a lot on this show and that, but I believe a Christian, you don't put Christians in box. You don't put anybody in the box. So don't assume that.
All this stuff that you've been doing, now you're going to put
You
the
know
cherry
what?
on the top of the ice cream
Don't do
with
that.
God.
Do not do that.
You know
Don't
what?
do it.
I know
Don't
you're not
do it.
talking Mr. Almost Jehovah's Witness. At least
Don't
I claim
you
what
do
I
it.
am, okay?
Don't you do
But
it.
let me say this because Christians, that's why people are turned away from that because we try to put all these labels on people. People are people. Being a Christian is a journey. But let me finish what I'm saying.
You need to be on that
So,
Scientology show. What's
BT
her name?
Oh,
Leah
heck
Reed?
no.
That
Them
you
people
gonna
going
be
to hell. I'm not being no
Okay.
Scientologist. So let me come right back. Them people going to hell. Do not proclaim me to be dead. Thank you. But anyway, so I'm writing a book. And the book is, when I picked out the name, this name, no one has even chosen it. All the books that have been written, never has been chosen. So I can't wait to put it out there. But it is a book about not giving up on weight loss.
That's awesome.
And it's faith-based.
Mine is
book.
not faith-based. My autobiography is going to be called Skip Marks on the Draws of Life.
I love that.
She's
Self-published? You self-published?
I'm self-published, so I'm paying for it myself
Do it,
because my
girl.
friend Darryl, give me props, man. My
Do
friend
it,
here,
girl.
really, he helped me out a lot in the beginning, encouraging me to do that. So
In the beginning, your letters
you ain't been there.
Oh, my
since.
Lord.
got me through, young
Here we
blood.
go.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Menace to Society.
Here we go.
And so that's what I'll be working on.
That's
So
awesome.
please keep me in prayers. But you can
Awesome.
go to my website, I love that, ericawhite.net. Remember, that's Erica with a K, because that's the way
Beautiful.
it was.
Check me out. Anytimesex.com.
What is
Okay,
it
so
now?
What?
we want to thank.
That was my. I have a relative.
No.
That was his
Carmen's like,
password.
no.
He was
We
like,
are off
he was like,
subject
get me
again.
on Facebook,
We
and his
want-
password was Anytime Sex
She
19.
got the mama voice.
Erica.
Yes.
Daryl.
I'm sorry.
We're in trouble.
We want to thank everyone for helping us to achieve almost 800 likes on our Facebook page and over 200 subscribers to our
Thank
YouTube
y'all.
channel. So thanks for sharing our posts, and be sure.
We didn't get to 1,000, so we're not going to show you our boobs. Sorry.
See,
You never got there, so you're not seeing boobies.
I don't want to see
If
no
you-
boobs.
if
I ain't
you-
seen boobs since how long I've been married.
Well, we didn't get to
My
1,000,
wife comes
so
out
you're
of
still not
my
going to see
wife
'em.
comes out of the shower fully dressed.
subscribe and review our
How you come out
show
the shower dressed?
on iTunes. If you
No boobs for you.
if
No
you
Christmas
give
boobs.
us a 4
Look at her. Look at what she.
a 4.0 or a 5-point star review,
Yeah.
Christian Christmas boobs
we'll announce your name during the show.
with the nipple cover. Those Christian Christmas
Don't forget to check out our sponsors. You can also email us at Full Circle
Karma's
Podcast
laughing, but it
Show
was her idea.
at gmail.com for questions, comments, or if you want information on all of our projects, or even if you want to be a guest on the show. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. Thank you, and remember, take a stand for something. You have an opinion. Use it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
God.
Crime.
Let's get it together.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Education.
Let's get it together.
Marriage.
Let's get it together.
Politics.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Poverty.
Let's get it together.
Race.
Let's get it together. Full circle.